All right, listen. So let's talk about this Joker stuff.
Yeah.
Because I like what I'm seeing so far. I like the scene. I liked when he walked out of the train and the goofy face that he had when he walked out of there too. I'm loving the images so far. I'm very curious to what Todd Phillips' approach is going to be here too. I'm digging this look though.
Me too.
It's like a mixture. It's like a mixture of Cesar Romero meets Heath Ledger. It's the same kind of.
That's a good way to put it.
Same hair. But it's like it's simple face paint.
Yeah.
And I dig that. I like that.
That's why I like it too.
Yeah. Do you like what you're seeing so far?
I like what I'm seeing. I was trying to figure out why when it first broke, where I was just like,
Really?
Yeah, it first broke, and I was like, okay. And then the more I saw of it, the more it grew on me, and I realized why. It's because we have seen so many of these first looks at Joker.
Yeah.
Joker must be the only villain out there in movies that gets like a reiteration every 5 years. You know, it's like, and somebody put out there
5 years. We just had Leto.
Right.
Even sooner.
2 years ago, a year ago.
But somebody put out a picture. It's like, you know, Cesar Romero next to Jack Nicholson, next to Heath Ledger, next to Jared Leto, and now this.
Right.
And I'm like, it's a lot of Jokers. And so the proof is in the pudding is in action in the movie. So while I was like, yeah, you're right, I gotta just maybe, you know, I can't wait to see the performance. And then the train stuff drops. And then that stuff drops, and I see him walk out going all like this. I'm like, yeah.
And the funny thing is, too, there's two things that I wanted to ask you guys. The first is, when you look in the background, you see like he's got like his henchmen who are dressed up like clowns, too. Yeah. I immediately think of 1989's Batman. Mm-hmm. Immediately.
See, I thought of Dark Knight.
Did you? Like, they were all dressed up as Joker, though.
They all had Joker masks on at the very beginning of Dark Knight.
That wasn't a Joker mask. That was just kind of
clown mask.
They had clown mask.
Yeah, it was a clown
You're talking
mask.
about during the heist scene with the bank robbery?
Yeah,
it reminded me of that.
I guess, you know, it's kind of true, but I think it's just the way that it just looks a little sillier. What
do you mean it's kind of... He says, it reminds me of that. You're like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It reminds him of it.
No,
I'm like,
no.
yeah, at the beginning, the heist,
You can't just say
they
it
wear
doesn't
clown masks.
That reminds me, but it's like, I didn't.
It doesn't remind you that.
It doesn't remind you that.
I'll go ahead and
That's
hold
not
on to my opinion and
That's not what.
put a stamp on it.
That's not what you're thinking of. You're thinking of. You're thinking of Willow.
Oh,
But no,
Willow.
what
Yeah.
I meant was when I look at it, that particular scene, it just takes me to the way the kind of goofiness and of the way that he led his henchmen. But you're right. I think there is also something about the mixture of the Heath Ledger having the battle of his army kind of going in there and doing his will.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the other question I have for you guys is this: as I was thinking about it, could we, if this iteration of the Joker is super popular, because remember, Heath Ledger's Joker was supposed to come back in The Dark Knight Rises. Mm-hmm. If this Joker becomes massive, and because it's not the same, what's it called? It's not the DCEU. What is it called now?
The Worlds of DC.
Worlds of DC.
Fine.
Yeah.
The Worlds of DC, right? If this movie kind of transcends and goes over it, and this is the more popular out of all the things that they have done, could they then start to build a new universe through
a new
this
Batman
movie?
universe?
That's what I mean. Like, could you introduce Batman the way that the Joker was introduced at the end of Batman Begins?
Yeah.
Could Batman be introduced at the end of this one?
No.
I love that. There's two ways I think about it. And when you look at Joaquin Phoenix, who didn't want to sign on for Doctor Strange because he didn't want to have multiple commitments.
Right.
And he knew it was a bad film.
Maybe he knew.
We'll talk about
I don't want
that
to.
at
Yeah,
10:30.
we'll get there. So I think about this now. He wanted an interesting story. He wanted an interesting character. Does he want to do multiple Joker movies? TBD. So, but I can see it happening.
Yeah.
And
What do
I'm
you
wondering,
think?
what would be the great twist? Is at the end of it, Matt Reeves' Batman shows up.
That would be cool. I mean, I don't know if they're going to do that. What is this?
I don't
David Ayer
think they
says, I like it. In my mind, it was meant for Batman after what is this for? What is this in reference to? We just brought that up for no reason?
No, he was talking about the damage tattoo right here on Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
He said, yes, I have to fall on that sword. It was one step too far.
All right, well, he took credit for it.
Yeah, and then he was commenting on how he looks in this new one.
I like it. In my mind, it was meant for Batman after he smashed Joker's teeth for killing Jason Todd. Some people
Oh,
thought
I'm sorry. He's
Still
talking about the
that.
Joker's like swag and like how he has like metal teeth and
Oh,
whatnot.
I see.
I actually like the metal teeth. I thought that's cool. That makes sense.
Yeah, this to me, the version of Joaquin Phoenix is the kind of Joker that I it was so. I mean, they took a shot with Jared Leto's Joker and made him different and wanted to make it so different from. He was following up Heath Ledger, so you want to make it so different. The benefit that Joaquin Phoenix has is that he's following up Jared Leto.
Yeah.
So
who I think is gets a really bad rap, and we didn't see enough of him to hate him the way that we do.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily hate him. I just think that version was a bad. It was a bad version. It was a bad direction. Yeah, it's a bad.
You know
direction.
what's interesting is that the writers are talking about the Jared Leto and Harley Quinn movie, or the Joker Harley Quinn movie, that they're still working on that.
That's why
right
I
now.
think that there's no way we could introduce a Batman into this movie, because we have unless we're going to have two simultaneous Batmans, we have to have a Batman in the universe we've created now. If we right now Suicide Squad 2's ago, so that's from that universe. Shazam, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, there's a Batman in that universe. So
and the Harley Quinn
and the
Joker
Harley
movie.
Quinn
Yeah.
And Birds of Prey then, and then eventually Gotham City
It's
Sirens.
confusing.
There's just too many. They're having two Batmans at once. Yikes! Yikes! Yikes!
This is what I wanted to throw out there. The writers are calling the Harley Quinn Joker movie Bad Santa mixed with This Is Us.
That sounds so stupid
I have
Bad Santa mixed with This Is Us.
for a Joker and Harley Quinn movie. Why?
I mean, look, I like that they did
Yikes.
Crazy Stupid Love. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I think it's a good movie. They
It's
wrote
an
it.
amazing movie. I love it.
Yeah, I like that movie too.
Yeah, so I mean, sometimes when you're writing, I have those references in my head when I write. I go, yeah, it's this and this, but when you say it out loud sometimes in your inspiration of like what you're trying to go, you say it outside of that. Sometimes, like me, I go, what?
The Bad Santa part makes sense. The This Is Us part makes me want to actually off myself.
But like Bad Santa, you got some hot takes today, kid.
Damn.
But Bad Santa mixed with
This Is Us?
No. But I'm saying Bad Santa mixed with I don't know, fucking The Crow. Or
Yeah,
something, you know what I
sure,
mean? Like
sure.
something in more of two different type of references. Bad Santa mixed with This Is Us. I'm like, what movie is that with those two?
I don't even know what they're trying to get at
I
then.
don't know, but
Like the love story part of it, because then
Maybe.
because
well, that's what the Bad Santa element is going to be. The two.
So it's going to be funny?
It's going to be funny and kind of heartfelt is what you would assume, but it's like I want to. I don't know. It's Jared Leto and Margot Robbie.
So
I
this
just
is
don't
where
care
I'm
about
at.
that
Yeah,
movie.
it's
I
like
care
when
about
you have
movie.
this.
I care about this.
Yes, that's where I'm going. Because you have this, you're interested in this.
Yeah.
You're like, how does it fit into? Is it going to fit in? Joaquin Phoenix, makeup looks great. Set footage looks great, and then these guys come out of nowhere. We're doing one too,
Right.
And I'm like, I can't follow along with all these Joker movies.
Yeah.
You know, because they're working on this, and No Man is Steel 2.
Yeah,
Right.
it's kind of wild
it's, like,
though
stupid.
that after Suicide Squad, everybody was like, "We need a Margot Robbie standalone. Let's do Harley." And I feel like with that, it hasn't aged well. Not that people liked it initially, but now nobody's saying, "Where's our Harley Quinn movie?"
Right.
Nobody's asking for it right
No.
now.
Well.